Hello everyone, Toby from abletondrummer.com here. I want to show you a collection I made for Ableton Live 12 for the stock Ableton Looper. So we have 4 devices in total, which are all about setting up more advanced MIDI control for the stock Ableton Looper, for visualizing things, for exporting looper content into a clip if you want to. So for example, if we have this loop playing here, which is in this looper here, I can now hit this button here or automate this via MIDI or press a MIDI button here, and this looper content will be exported into this clip here. So if I click on that one, now it is playing as a clip, and I even have some kind of warping quantization settings here. I can trigger a scene. I can decide if it should look for the next empty clip slot on a track, or if you want to use it in combination with my one button live looper, which is clip live looping. You can actually tell the clip export to move to the next track, staying in one scene. So obviously visualization is always a problem if you use multiple loopers. For this one, I have the looper visualizer, so I have those devices here which I can change the size and the position on, have it sitting on a second screen. If I want to, it will recall its positions once you open up your Ableton Live set, when you save those positions and those sizes here. And this helps me to see what kind of state or action currently the looper is in. I have a circle as well showing me what is running and how long the loop is. So you can see the circle here is going around. If I'm now switched to overdub, it's blinking red if I want to, and the circle is changing to red. So quite a few things here. And for example, if I want all of those loopers being cleared at once, I have another device. So it's a total of four devices in this suite. You can get them as 3 different single devices here as well. The multiple Ableton Looper controller and the looper controller are packed as one device here because they are very similar. And I have mapped all the loopers I'm using here in this project to this one device, and I can just quickly clear and delete all of the devices or all of the loopers here. So I'm ready to start. I can even set this up to be automatically cleared. So when I'm opening up my template, my live looping template, I'm able to have all the loopers are being cleared automatically. Little things like that which makes your workflow much more easier. If you want to have mappings you want to set up, maybe using multiple controllers to MIDI map to one Ableton looper, this is possible via just using several looper devices here. You can route in the MIDI from your MIDI controller, and you can set up your kind of MIDI bindings here for notes, for CC or program change directly on this Max for Live device. You can store and save this and record this as a preset. So this way the native MIDI mapping is nice in Ableton Live, but it has the big limitation of that you can't save things across sets here. If you set up a preset here and just do the direct MIDI in mapping here, sending MIDI from your controller straight into the Max for Live device, then save this Max for Live device, you can have this as a preset and recall this across presets, meaning you can actually set up things quite quick and easy. And you get a smart button action here as well, where you can decide if you want to double trigger things, that the looper should stop or clear and stop and instantly, and even set the global transport to stop, which makes sense if that is your first loop you're starting off here. So you can have this for double hitting. You can set the time for double hitting here. So if you hit twice between in this time here, then this action here will be performed. And you have a long hold here as well. So if you are holding something long, you can say clear this looper or whatever. So it is a few functions which are very similar to what is accessible on the Ableton Looper per MIDI mapping here already, but you can't store those mappings globally and can't record those globally. Plus, you are not able to customize those actions here. So there are a few actions here. So for example, instant stopping is not possible if it's set up to global quantization, little things like that. But this is now possible with the Ableton Looper Controller Max for Live device, and as well if you want to automate like the bar section here, how many bars it should record to, if it should be variable or if it should be set to a certain length here. This is all now being possible. If you want to find out more about those 4 different devices here, they are available again as a pack or as single devices. Just follow the links in the video description, and happy looping.